screen. Dr. Raja is there, and I think Dr. Meher is also there.
Someshwar and others, please try to accept, people are in lobby, because I will not be able to see my lobby now.
Keep going. Yes, I'm doing that one.
Please start admitting.
Let me just announce, other than faculty members, if anybody would like to speak, please raise your hand. We will let you speak in first in, first out.
Yes, we can see you, sir.
Hi.
Yeah.
So,
Good evening, all. All my dears.
We can start.
okay.
Yeah, just only I will just tell it, who faculty who are there actually, because as is there, Nahak is there. You might have not known Devanand. Devanand is there, Deepti is there, Ebro is there, Devas is Shweta.
Panda sir and Reddy sir, you came together in one window. That is really inspiring. Good to see you in the single frame, sir.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
This lead basically to bring both of us together actually. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Let us
So,
start.
Good evening.
I would
So, Kalyan
request
sir.
organizers give preference to all the student alumni first, and the faculty
Yeah.
members can do the ending.
Yes.
Coming.
Okay, we can change that order, sir. We thought
Yeah.
that we'll give the floor to professors first, but we can change the order.
No. Let
We have
you-
spent our whole life talking, so you guys, we want to hear from you how Sangram touched your life. Let's stay focused on just introduce yourself and tell your your personal feelings and how Sangram Mudali touched your life. So let's be quick and let's give everybody a chance.
Right, sir. So we should start now. It's 7:40.
Yes, please start.
Good evening, everyone. Today we gather not only to remember, but to honor the life and legacy of Dr. Sangram Mudali, a man whose vision, dedication, and leadership have left an ineradicable mark, not only on National Institute of Science and Technology, but on all of us who had the privilege to know him and to work with him. Dr. Mudali was more than just an educator and administrator. He was a mentor, a guide, and an inspiration to countless students and colleagues. His commitment to excellence in education, his passion for bringing innovation, and his relentless pursuit of knowledge have shaped the very fabric of our institution, as well as the students of National Institute of Science and Technology. Though his presence will be deeply missed, the values he had instilled in us and in this institution will continue to guide and inspire us as we move forward in our lives. Today, we come together to express our deepest sympathies to the family and the loved ones, and to share our collective grief at this profound loss, not forgetting the extraordinary life he lived and lasting impact he had on all of us. So I take this opportunity to mention few words which is very famous. All of you know, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. So I request all of you to please raise your hands, those who want to share their experiences with us regarding their interaction with Sangram Mudali sir, as rightly suggested by Reddy sir. So now I give the forum to my moderator friends, Vikram, Sambit, Sambhu, and all of you to take this, discussion ahead.
Thank you, Shwetank. So we'll start with a 2-minute silence prayer. Request everyone to put your mic on mute, and we go for 2-minute silence prayer. All right, thank you everyone. As Reddy sir has proposed, we will first hear from all the students, honoring and tributing to Professor Sangram Mudali. You can raise your hand and we will unmute you. Vikram, you want to go first?
Yeah, let me go first because as people are still trying to raise hands. So it's very unfortunate to hear about Dr. Mudali's passing away. I met him only 2 years ago in Bangalore, Manipal Hospital. That time also he had come to help someone else from NIST. He had brought actually Santosh sir, and he was here to take care of him and for his consultations and all. So such is the magnanimity of his personality, and we will be forever indebted to him for the imparting that kind of knowledge and then the culture and attitude into us. And just one thing that I want to say, our first lecture in NIST that I attended was Fundamentals of Computing, and that was taken by Dr. Mudali. And forever we will remember his inputs throughout our career and as well as life. We always looked up to Dr. Mudali, Dr. Ravi Reddy sir, Dr. Panda sir, and Indranil sir, and many other people. So, just in the interest of time, my sincere condolences to him, and our thoughts will always be with his family, and may his soul rest in peace.
Thank you, Vikram. Please raise your hand, and I request whosoever is speaking, please introduce yourself and then give your message tributing and honoring towards Professor Sangram Mudali. I see a hands raised. Rakesh, you want to go next?
Hi, hello. It's really a big. By the way, I'm from the 2001 pass out batch. It's truly a. I would say it's a big loss for the entire community because I'm still thinking about the way he has been responsible for the future of all the NIST group or NISTians, countless. I'm still not able to really believe this news yet. I hope his soul rests in peace, and thanks to the organizers. So thanks for having me.
So Rinku, you can come next.
And before that, I request everyone to switch on your video if that is possible.
Yes.
So Rinku,
Okay.
next will be
maybe in interest of time, I will go next if that is okay.
Yeah, please.
All right. So to honor the memory of a remarkable man, a visionary leader, and a beloved professor, Professor Sangram Mudali, I don't think words will be sufficient. I'm Sambit Patnaik, batch of 2001-2005 pass out. Currently, I'm working as one of the technology leader in oil and gas company Shell, based out of Bangalore. As we reflect on his life and legacy, we are reminded of his profound impact that he had on each one of us, and also NIST as an institution. Let me take a moment to paint a picture of Barampur, Odisha, during the years of 2000s and before. It was a time when the city and indeed much part of the Odisha faced significant challenges. Job opportunities in terms of scarcity of jobs, unemployment was at its peak. Many can resonate what I'm saying. Higher education was not a inclusive and accessible affair to everyone as it is today, right? And only fortunate were able to pursue it. In this backdrop of economic and educational crisis, Professor Mudali emerged as a light of hope and change. He could have chosen absolutely a different path with his exceptional qualification, expertise, and opportunities abroad. He could have definitely, had a lavish lifestyle and a different kind of life altogether. But however, at his heart, deeply somewhere he's connected to the roots. That's what is my reflection. Because of which he returned back to India, to a city, to a small town like Barampur, and with a vision to transform the educational landscape of Odisha. I think that is remarkable. That is something has laid down the foundation of the legendary institute that we have, that we see today, and that has shaped the future of many of us, countless students. We just had at that time B or BTech, but now we have
Sandeep, can
MBA,
you
we
sum
have
up?
many other stuff. Yeah. So as alumni of NIST, we are here. We are today because of his unwavering vision and leadership. I still remember his speech in the first day of the college orientation, and his message was very clear: hard work, consistency, anything is possible in life. He navigated through those challenges, and with grace, putting the students' best interest. Even I remember the 2001 strike that we had in the college, right? How he actually changed the turn around the situation. So for me, he was not just a professor, but a mentor, guide, source of inspiration. I'm sure we all will miss him, but his legacy will remain in the hearts and minds of many of us, at least with those who had the privilege to know him. Let us carry forward that lesson that he has taught us, the values that he has instilled for a better future. Thank you, Professor Mudali, for everything. Your spirit will continue to guide us. Your legacy will forever will inspire us. Thank you.
So, hi everyone. Good to see a lot of faces today, but it's very unfortunate, disheartening uh, of hearing the news of Mudali sir. So, hi, this is Rinku. I'm from 2007 batch. Um, I wouldn't take much time. The man who actually inspired me, I was I'm a Odia medium student, and belonging from that, I never had much interaction with Mudali sir, but that just one interaction which has shaped my career, shaped my life entirely. I was into a GD discussion room, so our college campus interviews were starting. So during that time, uh, you know, I was not good with the GDN discussion. So there was one thing I think I was little uh, uh, back at speaking up and all. But one thing he told me on that day, that whoever is laughing, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. This is the present that they will laugh, and the future is yours. That everybody will watch you. I think that is the two lines has just changed my mind, and he keep on inspiring. Those lines are keep on inspiring me every day, every path of my career, and that is something I will always, he will always live in my heart. And I keep on telling to many people that this is what Mudali sir has told me, and that has inspired me, and made me stood where I am today. And thank you, Mudali sir, for those uh, those inspiring words which has changed and shaped my life. Um, I don't know if Geetika ma'am is will be listening to this, but yes, she was my project coordinator. Ma'am, please be strong. I know there is a lot more to do for you, so please be strong. And I wish. Sir, rest in peace wherever you are. If you're listening, thank you so much for guiding and inspiring us. And good to see Ajit sir and Reddy sir. Um, uh, yes. I mean, you're getting older, but do stay strong. Okay. So a lot of people, a lot of expectations. You've been inspiring us every time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rinku. I see.
I am
Okay.
from 1997 2001 batch. So we are the second batch of NIST. I remember uh, we were staying in the first year in the hostel. In our batch, the college has been shifted from the Berhampur University to the Palur Hills, the building currently it is. But it was only one building. Now it has been developed a lot. So we are going by the bus to the college. Sangram sir, I remember he was staying in Gopalpur. Uh, he was not taking much of classes because he was dealing with the academic areas mostly. But I remember less than 10 classes he might have taken for different subjects. Sir, I just thinking what our thinking and what was his thinking. He left a good job for a foreign job and staying in Gopalpur. That time it was not that developed also. Palur Hills, a remote area. Now we are striving like how our students, our kids will grow. We are choosing city life. So, but for him, education and Odisha service for the state, service for the nation was much more bigger than his own personal self. He was not selfish, I will say. Uh, uh, so, I will say two things that coming to my mind. जिंदगी बड़ा होना चाहिए लंबा नहीं. So this is one thing. And I when I heard the news, I was just comparing him to Swami Vivekananda. He lived a very lesser life, like 35, less than 35 years old. But uh, we still remember him, and people for generations will remember him, Swami Vivekananda. Similar is our Mudali sir, and एक चीज उसी लाइन में कि लोहा, जैसे कोई लोहा को छोड़ देंगे तो जंग होके भी खत्म हो जाएगा, okay, by the nature. But if you sharpen that edge frequently, you can use it as a knife. It will the life of that iron piece will be less, but it will be useful for the society, for the people. So that is the life of Sangram Mudali sir. Uh, Thank you, sir. Thank you for wherever you are. You have contributed during this span of your life. You have contributed a lot that people may not contribute if they stay 100 years old. So I know it's a big loss for his family, but everyone be proud. We are proud of you, sir. And I pray God for your soul to rest in peace. Thank you, and we'll miss you, sir.
Thank you, Subhranshu Bhai. Next will be Sumitra and Nihar, a rare combo of students turned faculty members in NIST. Please go ahead. And
Up here for 1 minute. I'm Ravi Reddy speaking.
Yeah, Ravi Reddy sir.
I just want to share my last telephone conversation with Sangram last week.
Sir, Soumya, can you bring Ravi Reddy sir's screen? Yeah.
I'll just share what I was just, I saw some message on my Facebook and something. I just called him up. Last week I was in my car. I called him, Sangram, I got a topic for an essay for you. Please write an essay. When somebody sitting in US says, Arey, we have to do something for India, what kind of feelings come to your mind? And he immediately laughed out. I also laughed. And then he shared, अब यार इस टॉपिक पे लिखूंगा तो माँ बहन का गाली लिखूंगा. So there are a whole lot of people who think of helping India in a very abstract sense. But there are few guys like Sangram who have actually done it. So it was a kind of a funny funny exchange between me and him. I told him, Sangram, you write an essay with all your mob and gali in that about guys who say we have to help India and they don't do a shit about it. I said, I'll also write some essay and then we'll publish a book. This was my last conversation with him. And thinking back, I'm sure you'll all agree that he did something to help India in some way. So I'm really happy to have been associated with him on that thing that, okay, whatever short life or long life, he changed India in some small way. And I'm really proud that I've been associated with him. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for
Definitely,
sharing your
definitely, Dr.
experience.
Reddy. We fully agree with you. Sure, Dr. Panda, we will ensure that everyone gets to speak. Sumitra and Nihar, please go ahead.
Good evening, respected faculty members, and good evening all. This is Nihar. I am from 2004 batch, passed out in 2004, and after that I joined NIST, and I have worked under the leadership of Director Sir for more than a decade. I sincerely owe whatever I am today. Many of the things has been inspired by Sir, as we fondly called him Director Sir. He has been a hero. He has been my guru, my mentor, and my role model. He has taught us so many things, which is, the time is really short to describe so many things that has happened with us. He has saved our lives in many ways, and he will always be fondly remembered. Wherever you are, sir, rest in peace. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sumitra.
Yeah. So, it's lucky that we got to associate with him, not as only as a student, but as also I'll not say like a colleague because I always look up to him. So he's always like a big figure for me, but he always make us feel like it's not about me or for any a faculty member specifically. It's for any kind of staffs. That's what I wanted to say about this, that he makes sure that the entire NIST feels like a family, and he does that. So I'll not take much time from all of you. I'll just share one thing. We were having issues, like Nihar was having a health issue, and we were in the hospital way back in 2007. And I do not get I always kind of kept my distance from him. It's kind of like he's like a god to me, so I just kept a bit hidden from him, so that I worship him. So I got a call from him. I had his number, obviously, but obviously I do not dial him, or he never, like, we do not have regular conversations. But he was like, "Are bolo achu ta?" So I was like crying at that time. And he said that whatever you need, just give me a call. We all will be there. And that thing, it was like a moral boost for us. So I'm sorry about saying this, but I felt like sharing this. And he was part of, I think, my life's milestone every time. Be it our he was there at our marriage, even our housewarming party. He was a close person whom we look up to. And thank you, Pandit sir. Thank you, Reddy sir. Whatever we are today, we are all because of you all, sir. You shape us. You show us what not an ordinary engineer, but to be something with an added spark. And I guess all of our Nistians will agree that we have been totally affected by all these kind of things that shape us. So when we go to have so many assignments, so many things, then we just like laugh today, and next day you will be like, be a winner. And that's what is, I think, till now we have that deal. Okay, we'll do this, whatever thing is that. So yeah, I think if I'll start saying, it would be like the night will be going on. So I'll not take much time. Thank you all. And sir, yeah.
Thank you, Sumi and Nihar. Next, Biswajit Patnaik.
Hello, sir. Hi, all. Good evening. This is Biswajit Patnaik from 2005 batch. It's really a shock for me to hear that Sangram sir is no more with us. So in his honor, I can recall one of the most wonderful things which he had established as a kind of a punchline, I must say, that NIST is the IIT of Odisha. And I will never forget this line till my death. Because I'm realizing that it is true and it will be true forever. Hope for the same, and it is being true also. Why I'm saying this is because I compared myself in the organizations for which I have worked with the IITians, and I didn't find any difference in their work culture or behavior or learnings they have gathered, anything different from me. So I totally salute Sangram sir for that. And yes, NIST as an NRI venture that time was definitely a renowned institute, and I had always been proud to be part of this. In Berhampur city, when we come out, we used to come out of the our home. People used to look at us with respect that this guy is studying in NIST. So all this wouldn't have been possible without the help of Mudali sir, Ravi sir, and Ajit sir. So as I remember, Ravi sir also used to say that unless until he finishes a book a day, something like that, he said, he will not sleep happily. So that is the kind of attitude, learning attitude an engineer should have that we have learned from him. And Ajit sir also, when in the introductory discussion, said, "Welcome to NIST family." So we felt very, very much familiar in that environment when somebody comes from a 12th class background and joins an engineering institute without having any kind of prior experience of doing so. So all this, the first importance goes to Sangram sir, who had he not done that daring to establish such an NRI venture in Odisha, that too in Palur Hills, which was not that well known that time for other than NIST wouldn't have been established there. So kudos to sir, wherever he is. I just hope he rests in peace, he becomes happy, and God bless him. His path should always shine. Thank you all very much. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Biswajit. Next, Chinmay Patnaik, 2004 batch.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Am I audible, Vikram?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone, respected teachers, my colleagues, and students who are after my batches. My name is Chinmay, and I am from 2004 batch. I think the news of Sir passing away was really a shocker. Sometimes people, we take people for granted, and we continue having their legacy with us in some way, their spirits. But the amount of impact that people have on our lives, we realize a little bit late, I would say. My career was very much groomed by Sir during the initial days of my studies. Me studying in NIST actually, and even my fourth year project, my guide was Sangram sir. And as we mature in the career, we get to know the kind of vision, the kind of impact that the people have on us. Not only he, but in fact, all of the sirs and even Reddy sir, Ajit sir, many other teachers who have on us. We realize little late, and gradually mature more, we get to know it more. So I had a little bit of more access to him owing to my last year project, and I got a chance to work little closely with him in the fourth year. And I realized the kind of ideas, the kind of thoughts he had were really ahead of his time. Very, very much ahead. We in Berhampur, maybe the kind of accessibility to studies, the kind of accessibility to college would have never found if he was not there during our time. his vision to establish the college, to groom all of us, was something which we realize now, a legacy that he leaves behind. So I'll always have my reverence, always have my respect towards him, and I thank him a lot. And maybe wherever he is, rest in peace, sir. We will really miss you a lot. Thank you, everyone.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I am Sumit. Sam is my nickname here. So I am from the 2015 batch, and Professor Mudali to me was a man with a vision. He always inspired me in dreaming big, and he never taught me any courses. I was never in his class, but I do remember that one short interview I had with him during the final year for some award I think I was nominated for, and in that meeting, in that interview, I had a very close discussion with him of my career aspirations once I graduate from NIST. And he was the one who gave me the green flag. Not only gave me the green flag, he also made me believe that my dreams were not too big, and that I had it in me to get and achieve those dreams that I always had. So currently, I am a research associate here in Clemson University, and I work with the Goddard Space Flight Center in NASA, Florida. So one of the reasons that I am here right now was his discussion then, a decade back almost. And yeah, he was a legendary man. And of course, I would be missing him, and it was a shocker to me when I came across this news. But that's how it is. Rest in peace, Professor Mudali, and I will be forever indebted to you and Geetika Ma'am with everything that you had for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
We see you, we hear you.
Surely. So to keep it short, my name is Sangeet Das, and I'm fortunate alumni of 2015 batch. So I use the word fortunate because, like I was able to be under the guidance of Dr. Sangram Mudali sir. And as everyone rightly said, Sangram Mudali sir to me was a role model. He was basically an inspiration who taught me to never give up even in the, worst of times. So that is one thing which I will, in my entire lifetime, I'll be grateful to him. And he treated all the students, all the faculties, if they'll all agree with me, as a pure family, So he didn't have to have any sort of, like he's the faculty, he's a student. He used to treat everyone likewise, And hearing about his death or demise, it was a heartbreaking moment for us all. And so basically, may his soul rest in peace. And I will be forever indebted to him to have taught me and all the lineages who are in the current batch or the ex batches the greatest lesson of life. Thanks so much.
With all your permission, I would like to just interject one sentence. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday evening, I was sitting with Pragnjit Mohanty, and I told him something. At NIST, I think it was the philosophy set by Sangram and everyone. The students were also stakeholders in the college. When I think of the rise and all the things, good things which happened at NIST, there was no separation between the management and faculty and students, because I think every student of NIST behaved and worked hard like a stakeholder of the college. That is, I just, that thought came to me and I shared with Pragnjit, and he said, of course, sir. Every student of NIST has also put in their blood, sweat, and tears to make that college happen. And I think Sangram set the tone for that by talking about the NIST family. And so on behalf of Sangram, I want to thank all the students present here for contributing to that historic organization called NIST. I think you guys have also been a great part of the journey and the history of that organization. So thank you, all of you.
Sir, I want to add something here with your kind permission. Like you said, Sir, when I was selected to go to debate for IIT Kanpur, so what happened is Vinay sir took me to Mudali sir. And Sangram sir asked me, Shwetank, are you nervous? I said, sir, yes, it is IIT and I am from NIST. So he said me that remember that you are one of the top students of NIST. Present yourself like that in IIT. Let people know NIST with what you have presented. So as you said, stakeholders, I remember that. And he said me that if you get a prize, I will give you a blue label bottle, which I think I had shared with you also. Okay, when you said stakeholders, this is what he meant. 2 times he appreciated me in my life. First, when I got that award, I came back and said, sir, I got 3 awards from IIT Kanpur. So he said, wonderful. Now I know that NIST is famous in IIT Kanpur. That is the first time he appreciated me. Second time he appreciated me when during COVID, we were collecting funds through Milab. So that point of time, even IIT students were collecting funds through Milab, and our collection was much more, collective collection was much more than what IIT students could collect. So we had collected more than 1 crore of rupees through Milab. And that is the second time during that last condolence meeting we had, Sangram sir was presiding that meeting, and he appreciated me that Shwetank, NIST has grown to an extent that we are competing with IIT and we are beating them. So rightly said, sir, he always considered us as the stakeholders.
All right. So
And
we have
the
next
impact
speaker.
he left in my life. I mean, today, what I am today is because of, sirs like Sangram sir, you, Ajit Panda sir, M. Suresh sir, all of you have, Ranjan Mishra sir, all of you have, put in a lot of efforts to build me what I am today. Thank you very much for that, sir. My gratitudes to all my teachers and gurus.
Thank you, Shwetank bhai. Next, Pushpa Chaudhary from 2004 batch.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, sir. I think my heartfelt respect goes to Sangram sir and also Ravi Reddy sir, Ajit sir, BK Das sir, M. Suresh sir. Like, I think all of you have saved us. And wherever we are, I think it is all because of you all. I still recollect being in first semester, like where we, I think, like Vikram said, Sangram sir took our FOC classes. And I come from a very small place where we do not have exposure to like internet, Google and all at that time. And the first assignment he gave us is like to come up with some new technologies and I think describe it at all. It's nostalgic when I recollect those moments. And the way he inspired us to do this, because it was very first exposure for most of us, but he inspired the such a way that we all put effort to understand what are the upcoming technologies, what is trending and all. And I still recollect my first assignment I did, like I think at that time I presented on the Bluetooth technologies. So I think, see, the unconventional, first of all, I strongly believe Mudali sir had like a unconventional thought. If somebody comes back to India and establishes an engineering college, that too not in places like Bhubaneswar, somewhere in Barampur, in Palur Hills, I think it's completely ahead of, like unconventional and ahead of time. And definitely wherever we are, like I think all of us will agree, like we are successful because of that single unconventional thoughts Mudali sir and you all have come across and supported us. And that's the building block of all of our career. And that particular assignment not only like gave the window, like I should see the outside world, how should I look into the technologies. I think that is the budding example for all of us, like how we started our career. And I really pray God to take care of Mudali sir, and definitely all of our prayers are there. Wherever he will be, I think he will be guiding us. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you, respected sir, and all my faculties. I really feel like grateful to be part of this event so that at least I can convey my heartfelt feelings. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pushpa.
Thank you, Pushpa. Next, Narsingh, please. Please keep it short. Last 5 speakers from student community.
Sure. Uh, First of all, I wanted to express my heartfelt gratitude to Sangram sir because his wisdom and guidance have shaped my career uh, and in my academic journey. Because I wanted to join in an institute where it is near to my hometown, like in Barampur. I stayed in Barampur and I came from a middle class family, so I thought like I will study in Barampur only. So this is the to be honest, like I never met him in person with Sangram sir, and but we were so much active in Facebook. I was following like each and every message posted by Sangram sir and Reddy sir and Anisur Rahman sir. So I was very much touched when I was used to read those messages, and whatever they published, whatever they post the messages, it was very inspiring. For example, Sangram sir, like he writes some post like a author, so I used to read each and every line to understand what he is trying to convey to us. And even like I would like to say thanks to Reddy sir also, because academic wise, job wise, whatever you people taught us during our college time, it was very much helpful to like we were stabilized in our life. But thing is that I would say thanks to Reddy sir also, because he's here. He publishes post messages with health aspects also, which is very much inspiring to us. And I'm very deeply thankful for his Sangram sir's passion and commitments for the education which he established in Odisha and in Barampur itself. So like we from Barampur, we wanted to join so near to our hometown. So it was very helpful for us. And finally, like my heartfelt condolences to Geetika Ma'am. And I would like to say thanks to each and every faculty like Reddy sir, Panda sir, Indranil sir, uh, M. Suresh sir, Anisur Rahman. And if I'm missing anybody, please, I'm sorry. But I'm very much touched to attend this event and very happy to see all of you here in one frame. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
I
Narsingh.
see.
Thank you, Narsingh.
I see Payali Ghosh online, first batch. So could I please hear from Payali?
Hi, sir. Yeah, I was very nervous to put my hands up, but I thought I have a special responsibility as the first batch, right? So I'll keep it short. And hello, Panda sir, I can see you too. I hope I'm audible, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
So I was very close to Geetika ma'am. Like I have stayed close. And Reddy sir, since it was computer science, you were always there, right? For us. And Panda sir was there for different. But Sangram sir knew what was going on. Like I have attended his classes, and very confidently today I can tell, to your point of stakeholders, Reddy sir, that it had then subconsciously put a great impact, that I used to find the reason why I ever became an entrepreneur and left things and did it, because it was a very different feeling a first child has, right, towards the parents. That's the connection we had with you guys, right? Because we went through the day one, Barampur University, absolutely an alien land for us. But you guys were like, the only guys we could relate to, connect to, and dream along. Palur Hills, all of you have seen a better campus. We were there when the coconut was broken, right? Like the first day. It was a very special feeling, because I think every milestone we celebrated in a different way. We had our doubts, but because everything was new around us, right? But the three leaders, along with all the faculty, Panda sir, Padhi sir, right? It was a very different feeling. You wouldn't, to all the others, like, there was Barampur floods, right? And still the best of companies came to our campus, right? So I think I can confidently, It's unreal that we are talking in such a forum and Sangram sir is not there. Very recently, not as recent as you, Reddy sir, but a couple of years back, he would message me, try to understand what I'm doing in my company and where is the technology going and why I am doing it. And always encourage that no, whatever you're doing is good, great. So my 17 years of entrepreneurship is a total dedication to all you guys, right? You had much more cozier stuff to leave behind and choose a place like Barampur. Barampur is not what it is today, 25 years ago, right? And of course, he was a tall hero, right? And we have to fill in his shoes. I don't know whichever it will be possible, but we'll try our every bit. And Reddy sir, Panda sir, I would like to meet you personally very soon. I feel very sorry I'm not there in Bhubaneswar, but I'll come by. Whenever Geetika ma'am will come to Bangalore, she would meet me. So thank you for giving me an opportunity. And thank you, Reddy sir, for remembering me.
And yesterday only I was talking about you, about today morning I was telling, there was that building was under construction and we used to have lunch in that jhopadi. And you and somebody else was going ahead of me and you were complaining about the mud and the rain and all that.
It was me, maybe. All probability, me. Right.
Yeah, I don't know, you and some two other girls. And I just, Soumya, and I walked up behind you and I remember what I told. Someday, Payali, you will be talking to your grandchildren about how difficult terms you did your BTech in. I was mentioning this to Panda sir just this morning.
Yeah. And very recently, just to add to that, sir, 2-3 years ago, somebody called me to talk about this women entrepreneurship. And I gave example of NIST in my slide that, the entrepreneur journey began maybe very subconsciously then, right? To come to NIST and see every step being built, right? So maybe it was a huge impact, which we didn't realize back then. And we are following it, right? So yeah, sir, I would. Yeah, I'm proud.
Thank you, Thank you.
So actually, Payal's face, I'm recalling from that 26 year back, like same figure. I mean, I recognize at least like Payal. Okay, just same, like you have not changed it. You have not changed a little bit.
Okay, maybe the cameras are better now, I would say. And it is unreal that Sangram sir is not sitting next to you, Reddy sir, like, because only thing we see in Facebook is both of you, it's fun to read all the posts, right? So even his birthday thing was such a nice pic. So yeah, I'll come by and meet all of you, and yeah, thank you.
All right.
Okay, Shambhu, you want to go next?
Yeah. So hi, I'm Shambhu, 2003-7 pass out. I joined NIST as that time it was a profound institute and a proud engineering college in Odisha. So all settled. So I don't have memories of coconut breaking. But yes, when I joined NIST, we saw two Jay and Viru around our campus. Ravi Reddy sir and Sangram Mudali sir. So Ravi Reddy sir is quite jolly and Sangram Mudali sir is quite reserved. Okay, so he kind of mingles everyone. So, but one thing, we were as engineers, right? Two IITians, the life of IITians, life of engineers, and friendship we have seen there, and kind of every one of us as friends dreamt of like having the bond and the relationship they had. Okay, and we always look up to Sangram sir as a kind of dream kind of figure to be in our career. Recently, I mean, we passed almost 15 years back. Recently, COVID has again brought us back when we had lost our friend in 2007 batch, 2001 batch, 2004, 2005. So me and Rinku kind of talking to in the Facebook post, they kind of collecting fund for our friend's family help. So when we connected to Sangram sir, he said, Nistians are in trouble. Why don't we join a call? Why don't we have everyone representing that? Okay, so that's where this alumni group came into picture, and now all the batch representatives are there. Around 2,500 alumni are there in our group, where we connect, and we didn't have any infrastructure to connect to the alumni. And when we passed out after 17 years, we could connect. So that was Sangram Mudali sir's contribution in terms of connecting back as an Nistians. I will not take much time. Deep condolence to Mudali sir's family. Thank you for my time.
Thanks, Shambhu. Sukalyan next.
Namaste, sir. I will say I'm a very silent. I don't know whether anybody remember me or not, especially Ravi Reddy sir and Sangram Mudali sir, where I was very silent in my academic as well as after I passed out. I'm from 1999 and 2003 pass out batch. My name is Sukalyan Sahu, and it was really a very shocking and unbelievable news that Sangram Mudali sir is no more, and he has actually left a void for all of us. He's not only a foundation pillar of NIST, who has seen a dream come true, and he has made Berhampur a hub of knowledge by establishing such a wonderful engineering college. And I salute on that. Whatever we are today is because of him laying the foundation of our career. And if I thanks now, I mean say it is really, I mean say it is will be less what he has touched, how he has touched in our life, and what he has contributed in shaping our career. Now what we are and how we are contributing towards the world and the India growth. It is really a proud moment for all of us as NIST reaching new heights as a deemed university, and it is his dream and vision who has brought this into life, and we are seeing it, and we are really proud that people are recognizing NIST is one of the, I mean say, esteemed university in Odisha as well as outside Odisha also. My sincere condolence to the entire NIST family and the direct family, Dr. Geetika Mudali Mam, and thank you, sir, whatever you have done to all of us, our countless student group, our alumni, and it's really a big void he has left behind. And thank you all of you, sir, for all your contribution in shaping our future. Thank you, Reddy sir. Thank you, Ajit Panda sir.
Thank you, Sukalyan bhai. Next, Chandan.
Hi everybody. This is Chandan. I'm from first batch, 1996 to 2000. I see respected teachers, Ravi Reddy sir and Panda sir and everybody else. I'm not able to speak, and I'm not able to even, I know I have not gone to NIST for a long time. But I know when I first joined NIST, the very reason was, these pillars like Sangram Mudali, Ravi Reddy sir, and Geetika Mudali sir, Geetika Mudali madam. It's really hard to think about that he's no more. It was very sad, even though I'm not following as much, and I'm not actively engaged with much, but I keep hearing NIST. After I came to US, right after my bachelor's, every time I hear NIST, it makes me proud. Whether somebody in my family joined NIST or somebody who was coming out and had a great career, it feels good that they are from NIST. And every time I hear about it, it feels good. And I completely agree with Ravi Reddy sir, what he told about being in IIT, being in US. There are professors here for some time, and then coming back to India in a way they did. And I think you need a lot of courage. You need something more than courage, I would say.
We have to be mad.
sacrifice.
We have to be
What's that?
mad. We have to be mad dogs.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's unbelievable, like what you guys did. But I think it inspired my small heart at that time, to think like you guys. I haven't done like anything major in my career, but I would say it inspired me at that moment, that anything can be done. I think that is the key thing that I learned from you guys. Um, Programming was not part of my everyday thing. I joined electrical and electronics at the time, and the reason I love programming at the time was primarily because of you guys. I think it just changed my heart, where I would think, number one, I can do anything, and number two, love for the subjects. That that created that extra inspiration there. So I will be ever thankful for those things, and hats off to all the pillars of NIST, who made it happen. And thank you so much. And I'm still can't believe that he's no more. And Ravi Reddy sir or Panda sir, if you are meeting with Geetika Mudali Madam, please convey my condolences to her and everybody of you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandan.
Thank you, Chandan.
Last we have Shalini. After that, we'll go around with the professors.
Shalini, could
Hello,
you please switch
everyone.
on the video? Your video is not visible.
Yeah, I will not be able to switch on my video. I'm somewhere outside now, but yeah, I can talk. Sorry for that. Yeah,
No
so
worries.
yesterday I heard about Sangram sir, and it was really a big shock to me. I like for some time I was blank. I didn't know how to react. But yeah, I mean, we will have to accept whatever it is. With my interaction with Sangram sir was not much. I was once a TA in the college. That's when I just hardly went for a few minutes and met him. And like looking at him, he was a very modest, a very jolly, and a very energetic personality. I heard him speaking a lot during our Waves events, and like his speeches were really very, very inspiring. He did a lot of things for us. I mean, he being an IIT engineer and studying in US for a long time, he could have been very selfish, right? He could have made money for himself, and he wouldn't. I mean, it was all like he could have done. But then he thought about us. He has built a college for us, and whatever we are today is all because of all of you, sir. Even Ravi, sir, like your speeches are also very, very inspiring. I mean, I have not heard anyone like yourself and Sangram, sir, till date, even in the corporate world. So, like, yeah, whatever we are today, we are all because of all of you, all your mentorship, all your guidance, and whatever lessons we have learned from all of you, we are doing it and even passing on to our kids as well. So thanks everyone. Thanks Ravi sir. Thanks Ajit sir, Suresh sir. Thanks everyone for building our lives. Thank you.
Thanks,
All
Shalini.
right. Thank you, Shalini.
We'll now go to Santosh and then to faculty members. Santosh.
Sure. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. And definitely tragic and sad news to hear about this. So Mudali sir, specifically, and his team, friends Ravi Reddy sir, you and all, you were the 0 to 1 guys for me when I ever thought about doing something in life, right? So for me as a localite, when NIST was opened, the first postal was something which is right in front of my house. For me, engineering college at that point always meant the NITs and the IITs of the world. But by the time 2000 came, I think we were the batch where, in fact, students with JE rank less than 200 were choosing NIST over NITs. And I think that's the impact, the passion you and Mudali sir had. Specifically, Mudali sir, the way he envisioned, he strategized the whole thing, targeting southern Odisha, where engineering education was not a popular option. And it basically paved way for creating a tectonic shift in terms of what this landscape is going to look like. And I think the result, you could say, in the next 10, 15 years, I think like colleges mushroom, all trying to imitate what NIST as NIST success was there, right? So I think this all goes to the dedication, to the passion you folks have put in over there into building this. So looking back at Mudali sir's interactions I had with him in whatever occasions I was able to meet him, the only things which always strikes me is the way he would say that do the right thing, do whatever is needed to be done according to you, forget about the outcomes, right? And I think that's what the spirit he lived by till date. So he would always try to do the right thing. And I think some of the lectures I've attended to the B projects, wherever I had an opportunity to interact with him, it is always the putting your best and putting that 100% effort into whatever you're doing. That's the spirit I have at least carrying forward from him for the rest of my life. So indeed a great loss for all of us. And I so wish to say that all of us, it's a learning for all of us as well, that hey, whatever we do in life, like I think all of us are today, many of us are successful, many of us are making huge amount of money, whatever it is. But if you see the way somebody spends the life is reflecting in the way people remember him or her after years is no longer there, right? So I think it's an inspiration for us that let's do something for the society, for everything around us, so that we are creating a lasting impact for our kids and kids and for near and dear ones when we leave this place, right? As the way Sangram Mudali sir has created an impact for us. That's pretty much from my end. Thank you everyone for giving
Thank you,
this opportunity.
Santosh. So
Maybe
we'll
quickly
have
the last
one more.
I think we have Amar. After that, sorry guys, we have to go with the professors. What do you, Amar?
Yeah, namaste to all my professors. So I couldn't gather courage to speak right from the beginning. I was patiently listening up till end because it's like being from the second batch, 1997, 2001. So we have seen the buildings getting constructed floor by floor, the VSAT systems getting installed. So means we have seen it grow. We have seen the hard work that has been put by all of our like founders into NIST, and how they built that entire ecosystem, how they worked so hard against all odds, against everything. Mudali sir leading from the front. And as everyone pointed out, even now, like when we think, will we return back from US? Will we return back from Bangalore to a small like town in Odisha? So again, we have doubts on that, even now, after 20-25 years. So that kind of courage that Mudali sir had. So I don't have like words to like express my condolences. So the only thing that I would like to tell is we should, means all of us here and all the NISTians, as we have to contribute back to build community, to build society, to build technology. In what, see, that will be our real tribute and homage to Mudali sir's life and all his sacrifices that he made. So that will be our true tribute to the great man by contributing back to whatever causes we are part of, to the tech community, to the society, to the colleges, to the students, to the universities, whatever possible from our side. So whatever we have gained means we have to give back. So that's all. And again, namaste to my professors and love to all my batchmates and juniors. Thank you.
Thank you, Amar. Okay.
I think now we should move to the faculties because we are running short of time.
Yeah. Actually, we are extending the time because people are emotional. So let's continue.
Shweta,
with the faculties.
Yes, sir.
Up to the moderators, could you please flash one email ID on your PowerPoint screen? I'll tell you the email ID. Please write it down on the PowerPoint screen so that everybody can put it down.
Yes, sir.
Ravi P. Reddy at yahoo.com. Please, could you please flash it on the RAVIP REDDY @ yahoo.com. Once you flash it, I'll give all of you a small homework.
Okay.
That's why it's not
So
flashing.
going back to today morning I was talking.
One small homework.
Yeah. We can recall the old days.
Yeah, please show that email ID here.
Hope the mail ID is correct, sir.
Yeah, I can't see the slide as yet. Yes, I'm seeing it. It's absolutely correct. I'm really happy that all of you are joining here, but I think, I need something in writing, please, because I'm a guy who still believes in old-fashioned books. So could you please drop in your thoughts on Sangram, my friend Sangram, as an email, and how it touched you, and what all the wonderful things you said here. I think maybe about 10 to 20 people have spoken here, but there are thousands of you from all the batches of NIST. Could you please reach out to your friends, share this email ID? This is my alternate email ID. I really want to compile all your thoughts, all your and if you have any pictures with him, do share those also. I want to put together a book as a tribute to my old friend Sangram. So I know this is like a homework, and most of you hate to write. You are very good on social media posting videos, but my request is, for once, please spend about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, even if it's one paragraph, 2 lines, I would appreciate it. Introduce yourself in that email ID, and just write whatever you want to write about Sangram Mudali sir, and I will put it together as a book. I think that's the least kind of thing which we can put together, so that, because here this is a short meeting and it's a small group, we have not been able to reach the very, very large population of students of NIST. So let's take a few days, spread the message, spread this email ID, and write it to this email ID. I will take the work of compiling all of it into a book, soft copy or hard copy. I'll inform you later. But please spread this email ID with that short message. I'll also try on my own, and I really want you guys, all of you, to help me put together a book which I really want to put. Thank you very much. And now I think we can go ahead with the meeting of the old faculty members.
Okay.
Reddy
I
sir
will
and
bring
Panda
this
sir.
mail ID also in the chat window. So I'll stop
Yes,
sharing
please.
my screen.
Yes. Thank
you, Reddy sir. This is a wonderful idea. I think only a beautiful mind can think about in this direction. Yeah. All right.
So Reddy sir and Panda sir, with your permission, I know maybe you would want to reserve your words for the last closing remarks. May I invite all our rest of the faculty members to speak first? Okay. M. Suresh sir, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, please speak.
Sir,
you can speak now.
Yeah. Actually, this is a very unfortunate event happened, and my entire my half of the life I have spent with the NIST and the corresponding team members, whatever we are going to see right now. And if I see in 25 years, I interacted very, very less with the director, sir. I never called him as Sangram sir. Even is there, you used to call him as a director, deputy. Reddy sir will call, Panda sir will call, Padi sir will call, but Sangram sir will call only director, sir. And with the very less interaction, whatever I have. And truly speaking, whatever changes was happened in my life is just due to NIST only. And it will be there in my life till my death, because that institute has transformed me a lot. And I learned a lot of lessons from the institute and the corresponding team members. They have trained us so that we can resolve any kind of situations in our life. And when we are there at NIST since up to 2023 September, I was there, and till that we are seeing that the institute is not doing that, not doing this, and all that we are thinking. But the institute has done beyond their limits, and whatever you are going to see the achievements of the students, it is done by NIST only. And the vision, whatever the director sir has been kept, all the entire management. And they are trying to develop a good kind of students. The only tribute what we can give it that let the institute will success in future also, so that the people will remember the vision and commitment whatever director sir has kept, and it should be live for a while and for a lifetime it should be there. That's all from my point of view.
Thank you very much, Suresh sir, for your kind words. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Indra.
Okay. It's a kind of a meeting which we never would have wanted to go. But unfortunately, when I heard the news, it was a heartbreaking news that our director is no more. As Suresh sir has said, I never said called, he was my director. So he was the person who gave me the first opportunity for a person who was returning from the industry to the academia. So the first job I had as an faculty member of an engineering institute, it was him who gave me the chance to teach. So NIST is always very close to me, and sir was always there to guide me in whatever problems I had. So I still remember the days I was told that you have to teach MTech students. I said, how can I teach MTech students? So he guided me how to teach, how to do, and his smile was always a great bit of relief. So whenever I went to his room or I was called, he was always smiling. So that smile was always kind of lifted your spirits. And Geetika ma'am and sir was always there. Any kind of issues we had, he was there to be there. So I stayed in NIST for a brief period of I think 2.5 years, but those 2.5 years was very cozy. The familyness, the bonding which we had at NIST will always be there. So being a faculty member, we went for picnics, we went for so many interaction we had. So it was a very environment where it made me love the world of teaching as well as research. So sir had imbibed me in that particular greater journey. So I have other members like Reddy sir is there, Panda sir is there, Suresh sir is there. So there are many other people who are there who were there with me during that time. And every time I feel about NIST, I always see the smiling face of director sir greeting everybody. So it's a great loss for NIST. I hope his soul rest in peace, and hopefully we will connect in a different forum next time. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good evening to all of you, and my sincere pranam to Reddy sir and Ajit Panda sir. Hello, Suresh sir. After a long time, it's a chance to see you, but this is not at the right time. Just 2 months ago, I met with Panda sir. Actually, he came to UPS Dehradun to deliver a keynote address, and we have just all the memories of the NIST come into my mind. And you, Panda sir, remember 1999 when you and Sangram Mudali sir came to University of Bardhaman, and we met at the station, and there's an announcement at the station. Please welcome Sangram Mudali and Ajit Kumar Panda of the NIST. So what we have just learned at the book that Rushi Modi was a managing director at Tata Motors, and Sangram Mudali is what to the NIST. He just treated all the students, all the faculty members as a cohesive force, the nucleus of the force. And there was a logo of Reddy sir, work hard and party harder. So Reddy sir just taught us to work hard, and Sangram sir and they gave us the party at the different places. He was just he was my first you can say an employer. And when I was in any trouble, because when I joined in 2 years ago, I just met an accident on the roadside. He came to in my home. So all the memories with the Svetang Guru, it was the unforgettable memories. So as the advised by the Reddy sir, I am just writing one paragraph of this and also going to be record a video so it can be used. Now this loss of words because all the good memories are coming into my eyes now.
Thank you, Ranjan sir. Thank you for joining from Dehradun.
As Dr. Indranil Mukhopadhyay already said, that his smile, along with his voice, "Hi, bro, how are you?" This itself was energy booster. And I remember there was another Indranil, I don't know, Indranil Bhattacharya, and I always used to travel in the institute in his bike. And you know, that time there was a highway where it was not a two-way highway, it was a single lane. And Indranil had a helmet and I never had one. And both one day, Director Sir and Reddy Sir called me and said, "This is very dangerous." And Director Sir gave me said that you should immediately buy a helmet. I said, "Sir, I just have a little bit of short of money." The Director Sir immediately gave me, $500 and Reddy Sir another 500, and said that you should buy a helmet. And I did not give them back yet. So there are so many memories, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you,
So
Abro.
taking the cue, I think Indrajit Majumdar sir is also here. Thank you very much, Abro sir, for your kind
And
words.
I remember traveling a lot in Behrampur and Swetang's bike. You remember?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That splendor was my life.
And thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nilamani
Thank you for
sir
joining.
has raised his hand.
Nilamani sir is next in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi all. So when we see Sangram Mudali sir, he was like a visionary leader, right? Now the sort of facilities he provided to faculties as well as students, that was really a step much ahead. Means, say for example, one thing I can say was that way back in 2000, okay, he was sponsoring all faculty members to go to conferences, publish papers, all those things. Now, even today also, many colleges are not even providing an official leave to go for conferences, but he was providing everything, means every expenses, travel, registration, everything he was providing. And that was the sort of investment he was doing in the field of research. And the other thing was today only one of my relative have come and he said that his son is studying in one of the top private institutes of India where he was not being allowed to go out of the campus. I said, what's the kind of engineering college is it? NIST was providing much better environment to all the students, okay, to just develop their personality, develop their, means is a matured person, okay. See, it's a, while in engineering, it's a period of transformation, okay. A class 12 student becomes a matured student. So that sort of environment he has provided. So hats off to him, and definitely we all miss him today. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddharth sir. Thank you for joining. Dipti sir is there on line. I think we can take him next. Dipti sir, Linka sir.
Yep, you're audible.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I worked as a faculty in National Institute of Science and Technology from September 2005 to April 2022. So it was a long time that we spent at NIST with Dr. Panda, Sangram sir, worked very closely with him. And it was really a shock when I got the first call from one of my colleagues from NIST that he is taken to the hospital and is not well. And I was like, what happened? And then Siddharth sir called me, and my first response to him is, "Sir, are you going to the hospital?" He said, "Yes, I'm going to the hospital." I said, "Please go and tell me what happened." So he thought like I knew the incident, but I was not aware of that. And then after some time in the group, somebody posted that he's no more. Just to check, this is a fake message, I messaged Dr. Reddy. Reddy said, "Did you hear about Sangram, sir?" And he said, "Yes, I'm going to Bhubaneswar." Then I could understand the news is correct. And that left me all in shock. Since then, my association with Sangram Mudali was like, I was very closely associated with him. Today, when somebody asks me like, what is his profile like, that was something that I did over years. In every event that we did, I read his profile. And at one point of time, after some time, it was like something that I know. But this abrupt departure of Sangram Mudali was never expected. The last conversation I had with him was in Hyderabad when he was not well. And Tuna Babu came from Parampur and said, Dipti sir, he's not well. Let's go and see him. I went to his house, saw him there. I was not happy seeing him in the condition he was in then. But I had a very strong belief that he'll come back, he'll recover, because his name is Sangram and he always said, I'm a fighter. And he was. Last 13th July, he had his birthday. I gave him a call. He did not pick my call up. Messaged him. He was not replying. He had not seen my message also. And in one of the ex-NIST groups, I saw people started, conveying him his birthday wishes, and he replied to one of the messages. And I immediately saw that, and I posted in that group many, many happy returns of the day. And he immediately replied to that, thanks, champion. And that was my last interaction with him. I never thought that would be the last.
Thank you.
When I
Dipti sir.
begot my daughter, he saw the photograph and said, Dipti, she looks like you. Even she told the same thing to Shweta that, she looks like you. I always wanted to take my daughter to him and show him. This is something, that I'll be craving to do for the whole life. So I don't think, he'll be alive in my memory. He'll be alive in me till I die. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And I cannot believe that we are doing all these things in the absence of Professor Sangram Mudali. Thank you.
Thank you, Dipti sir. Thank you for sharing your emotional thoughts.
Shwetank, I have to interrupt. I have to leave the meeting at 9:10. I have to go to the airport. So I'll just say a few words and I leave. But before I speak, I want to just remind everybody, I'll now start publicizing that email ID, and please do not drop in your personal notes on that email ID. And I'll also share a big write-up in that book. So just quickly to say a few words, me and Sangram go back to August 1985. August 1985, I reached Houston, Texas. He reached 2 days after me. That's when we met. And after that, it's been a journey of 39 years with him, off and on. We have he came back in 87 after his MS. I continued a PhD. But whenever I came to India, I used to pass through his house in Delhi. So meeting off and on, he was in Delhi, I was in Hyderabad. Then we set up NIST. Then I left NIST. Then I did something else. I'm in Hyderabad. But like our lives have been intertwined so heavily that my wife used to comment sometimes, "Arey yaar, me and Geetika are the stupid people. You and Sangram should be married." Means that was a kind of she used to repeat it every few months. "Arey yaar, I see that your bond is more than you guys have with your wives." So it was a standing joke. She used to tell, you guys should be married together. So it was like, and this is now the last time I was at his place. I came to Bhubaneswar on July 1st for some work at the college, my college. Then I called him up. I said, I'm coming for breakfast. So Geetika madam was prepared the breakfast, and after that she said she wants to take a shot. So as soon as she took the camera, we said hands up. For no reason, for no good reason, we had such a good laugh. That was the last picture with him, and it was such a happy picture. which I reposted again on Friday of Happy Times. 39 years and few minutes won't do. Then it was like we could connect at any time, at any frequency. And my wife always used to say, I have never been able to connect with you at the kind of depth at which you connect with Sangram. It was always a point of jealousy for her. That was the kind of connection we had. So Friday, I got the call. I came here. I picked up his daughter Neha. She came at around 11 p.m. that night. Yesterday, I picked up his son from the airport. Today morning, I went to the cremation. They put his body on the funeral pyre. And I felt as if he will just, get up from there and say, अबे साले ये क्या हो रहा है? मेरे को खींच इधर से, क्या कर रहे हैं ये लोग? I don't know. It was like as if that was the kind of thing I had, and unfortunately it didn't happen. He's gone. And I'm really thankful to all the NIST alumni who have put together this event. And I'm really proud and glad and honored to be here. But I don't have the time to really share all the stories of 39 years of having Sangram Mudali in my life. I'll try to put it in a written word. So to that same thing which I'm begging all of you to write your pieces to that email ID. Once I get all of them, I'll also write my thoughts and in a longer version, and I'll share with you as my tribute to him. So thank you very much, all of you guys. I have to leave now. Dr. Panda will continue on this meeting. And I think as many of you said, it's the values and the attitudes which he passed on to the world, which are alive in this world, which I hope that all of you will keep the torch burning of his values and what he wanted to give to the world. So he's not there in physical form, but I think his ideas implanted in your brains and your minds and your souls will continue to make this better place, this world a better place. So thank you to all the organizers once again. Thank you. I'll take leave, but I'm expecting all of you to please write something on that email ID. Thank you very much.
So
Thank you
before
very much.
you leave,
Yeah,
anyway,
Reddy sir, thank you very much. I can understand what you're going through because I've been close to you and Sangram sir both. And I have seen instances, sharing pictures of both of you in a car and a lot of things I've seen. I know what you're going through, sir. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Thank you for joining, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes. Yes, sir, you're audible.
Good evening, everybody. Really, I got the message a little bit late. I saw in that, but I did not believe actually. Then I was searching the message and I got the message from Panda sir message. So I understood really, and still I'm unable to believe. When he's no more with us, I cannot believe. I was there in that NIST. I remember the first day I came and I was taking that interview under Panda sir and Panda sir, Reddy sir, Geetika Mam, and Sangram sir is there. I was not knowing anybody that time. Which way they took my interview, I was shocked. And when I was coming out, then I was unable to answer also one question. Then coming after 1 hour, just I'm standing with the Panda sir and Reddy sir is coming. I seeing the Reddy sir is telling the answer. Sir told that, Reja, you just answer after interview. It was great. So Panda sir is telling that, let's say, Reja, you join here. After returning, I am knowing about all that Panda sir, Reddy sir, that Sangram sir, the backgrounds. I was very surprising to knowing their background. Then I decided that to come NIST. Really remember. And last 17 years, I was very closely with that all the members. And which way he trained us. He's a leader, really, in the transformation, the education sector of the India. Which way he that education, teaching, learning, research, everything is changed. Really, is we cannot describe in a language. And from the BTech project to starting from the research faculty members, really is wonderful, the combinations he did it. And Panda sir was giving a responsible to me that research to seeing. I got opportunity, many top for that IIT directors or other peoples when I was with them at the Panda sir's rooms or the director's rooms. Which way the director is talking, his personality is explaining the technology to expand that pedagogy to the technology to how that is inculcated to that students. Really awesome. I can remember one of the top IIT professor is coming out his room and he's telling that, Reja, you are very lucky person that you are working under this director, which we are working the IIT director. I never inspired is like this. And I can remember I got one opportunity to travel with the Sangram sir with the Kharagpur IIT, and just was walking and at around that 8 o'clock I met one professor. So one professor is telling, I was just introducing our director. So the professor is telling that I was wondering that always a curiosity to meet that who is the leader that you are working there. This type of impression he created of among that all the institute academic environment all over the world is from that every agency of that from the DRDO to that ACRB to that everywhere. How he was making the that your NIST the education's really is wonderful. We cannot tell that in language, but even that many times that I can remember that what is that way of the teaching, where that also that lab setup, many things. What is not done also sometimes in IIT that is in already started in the NIST, the first. So really, so it is a less to say about the Sangram sir. I can't believe my last correspondence with him, the last his birthday. He's the only one person. Everybody is calling me Reza. So I am familiar with the Reza. Except the Sangram sir, he never called me the Reza. He always telling the Motahar. And I was asking that, sir, you are calling me Motahar, your name. Reza is not your name. So I call your name. So really, I remember. So that word is still with me. I cannot believe now. So my condolence with his family, the Mams, his Pratik, Neha, and really, I'm feeling very bad. Still, I'm unable to control myself. Panda sir, that day evening, I was talking with him. I'm becoming too much emotional, really. And yeah, remember, we can keep him his ideology, his philosophy, his treatment. He's a leader. He's one of the leader who's transforming the education technology everywhere, and hopefully will carry forward. And I also pray to the God, his soul in peace and rest. Thank you, all of you.
Yeah, Nahak sir, over to you.
Yeah, Nahak sir.
So, yeah, just like as it is actually very unfortunate, we can say. I mean, there is no word to say like when I saw the message from Vishwar, Purna Vishwar. Then I talked to him immediately. He said, "What happened? What you are writing?" And finally, he told me that, yeah, I talked to NIST and that is the authentic news. Then later on, Dr. Panda, Ajit Panda has mentioned it properly. I mean, the message. And last I have met him here in Kharagpur. I think in 2016 he came here. We have a night watch there. He brought somebody from USA. We are talking like how some consultancy, some other part you can do there in NIST. That discussion we have. Later on, I talked many times. He has with my mobile number also to Geetika Madam. But what happened? Never like I talked to them. Perhaps they have blocked my number or what, I don't know. Many times I tried. Like even this year also, sometimes when I was free, I was talking to. Anyhow, I am not talked to them. And due to that incident, perhaps, because he's the person who made the list, and we have seen how he made it. See, where he came to Kharagpur in 1996, when I was research scholar at that time. I know NIST from Professor Sukant Mohapatra's friend, Kisi, that Kanpur, Kisi Patra from him, and I applied later on, and he came here to get more faculty, etc. So that time, like from his vision, like one can predict that how this man will bring that institute. He was meeting like top professor here. Even no one talked to like some 2-3 electrical professor who are going to retire. He's telling, I am giving you an offer. Can you join NIST like this? I mean, 96, like during that Dasara I am telling, because after 18 September we joined there. Then after the puja break, perhaps I came here. Then he came here for some other work to get some more people, etc. So that is because it is not a that what every people has this type of vision. Because staying as some of the student told, like mentioned, he was in USA. They both could have done a lot of things there that like everyone is doing. But see, the hardship they did and make a college, topmost college in the south part of Odisha, because that's the second engineering college. Like this is not a small thing. And the way we have made it, like those years, never they interfere any faculty member. Never they talk about like we are a big boss here, any teachers there. Like other engineering, just see, even IIT also sometimes we are facing problems, like some pressure, somebody, oh, attendance, suppose you will disqualify somebody has not attended the classes. Again, a lot of requests, no, that people, that student may do something, please take care, kind of thing called. But remember, never he bother, like it is everything with the teacher. Never he interfere during my short period, not my short period, because from 96 to 2002 I was there. During that time, never he interferes like this student you have to give this type of work or this kind of thing. Independently, whatever you do, you can do it. And the second is like that Palu Hills. He named the Palu Hills, and he told me, see, I send a postcard in name of Palu Hill, and this postcard reach here. So automatically the letter will come now. 97, like when that new building come. He told me directly, this is my postcard letter. So now I am writing this address, this, because you are giving the name, but how you prove that this name address is correct unless the letter will come. So this is the cases. And the third thing, when our Ajit got married in 97, we are staying in his like together we are staying. So when he like after marriage end, he tell me like I am Ajit Panda's guardian. Okay, we are going. So that type of attitude, like a director, behaving to a college, like so junior colleagues joining some 6-7 months, etc. So he's a great person, actually visionary person, etc. The way this stage, but the today if we'll see like what we are hearing, I like it is not as good as that way. But anyhow, we don't have any control over that. And see, from that institute he made at least 25 to 30 people all over India, now abroad also in the faculty position, the topmost institute also there. So like anyhow, we don't have more time. Let other people speak. And like we have a very good days with Dr. Ponda there and our friends Arun Padi, because we three people are the employees and we tell other are the employers, including Geetika Mudali, Ravi sir, or Dr. Ravi, and they are the, because they gave us the job. So we three people that in the first slot I joined before my professor Dr. Ponda joined, then 18 I joined, then Dr. Padi came. So we three people and they are the three people. So and another some workshop people and some Hindi, not Hindi, that economics. Later on they join. So with that 6 people in that campus, a lot of problem also will face, but that can be also managed there, etc. So I mean, a lot of memories. It will take a lot of time if I can speak. But anyhow, he is a very like sober and mild. I mean, he will not speak against a word to anybody. That is the reason, because you have a hot person also and you have a cold person. That is the reason that list went in the top most. Okay, so thank you very much again. I like.
Thank you very much, Anurag sir. Thank you very much for joining and sharing your thoughts.
Over to you, Saswat.
Pranam to all the faculties and all my peers. I would not like to speak much about Sangram sir, but the ripple effect or the butterfly effect of Sangram sir. I was very young when I left NIST, so I had the fortunate chance to interact with many young students from NIST, even after passing from NIST in Bangalore and also in Germany. The one thing I find in all the students who have passed from NIST are they are dreamers. And they do not give up to any technical challenge. And a lot of this attributes to the vision that Sangram sir had, the creation of the summer courses, the discipline that he had for all the classrooms, which he tried to make mandate, the projects and the detail in which the students dreamed about this project, what impact they will have in this world. They made the students exceptionally strong in whichever career field they worked on. I've seen many few candidates changing their career options after a few years who have passed from NIST. They generally excel at what they do and become brilliant after a few years. I would not like to speak direct interactions with Sangram sir because these butterfly effects that he had on students, thousands and thousands of students all around the world, speaks volumes about his personality. Thank you so much for the chance to speak, and I'm very indebted for a chance to speak with every one of you after so many days. But unfortunately, it's sad.
Sir. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I think now we'll conclude with Ajit Panda sir. Panda sir, if you can please conclude the meeting. We have already taken 2 hours.
Yeah, it is already 2 hours. So, see, all of you are known it, right? We have associated with Sangram sir from the day one to till, I can say that, till today, I will say that starting from 17th, 1996 to September 17, 1996 to till today, August 1, you can say that actually. We had talked about him on August 1. Just I will not talk much about that actually, but many people had many confusions. So let me clarify it actually. First, August 2 morning actually, I was in a meeting. About 10:14 actually, got a call from Sabat, who was actually in Varampur. Sir, are you in Bhubaneswar? Yes. I think Sangram sir is no more. And go to Apollo Hospital. Got shocked actually. I had talked before 2-3 days actually with him, and I had asked him, can you come for a daru party? And suddenly, Sabat say, I could not tell it also because then Som, Bhavani, then Ujjwal, many others Nistians are working with me now. And I went down, but I did not tell to them also. Sabat is telling it like this. So I called to Som and Bhavani, pick up the car and drive it. Chalo, kahan jayenge sir? Let's move. I will tell you. Then we went. On the road, actually, I asked it because Sabat is talking proper or not. So let us call to one or two. So he called to his maid who is working on his home actually. He did not pick up it. He was talking with someone actually. Then after a few minutes actually, his driver called me. I was on the road from Patia to Apollo Hospital actually, near out of Apollo when we had reached it actually. He called me and told that, Sir, Sangram sir is no more. Come to a capital hospital. Means, 10:14, I was reaching there at about 10:29, 10:30. And he said that come to capital hospital because Pankaj, his driver, actually stays with him for 24/7. So that is the correct one only. So went to capital hospital. The fact is, he get up actually about 8:38, took the juice and all that kind of juice and some breakfast at about 8 to 8:30. 8:30 to 9, she went to bathroom, came from bathroom and told that I'm not feeling well. मैं डर गया हूँ, मेरे को डर लग रहा है. That is actually whatever is happened, it actually within this 8:30 to 9:30 actually. So suddenly they actually brought him to the hospital. They were bringing it, but on the way actually, she took his last breath actually. And when they reached to, in the meantime actually, we had called to Apollo because Sabath had told that Apollo. So I know a few guys from Apollo. We had called them, and we had inquired it, but they did not allow. They test it and say that there is blood clot and life is not there. So better to go to capital hospital actually. So they took it into the capital hospital, and at that time actually we reached it. Me, Som, Bhavani, and later on Siddharth also reached there. Geetika madam was there. She was doing all work type, but once she saw to me actually totally breakdown. Then we took care of him, like, care means postmortem and all that. And today we did the last rites and in Puri and came back. My point of saying is, means, everything was okay. And within half an hour, actually, everything changed in his life. And during our association for so much time, actually, we had taken a lot of decisions actually on medical kind of things actually. And at least, we have brought a lot of people from the death positions to life actually. And the last one example was, most of you guys might have known it, PK Rai, who actually was doing for the mace ride. So he was about to die. Nothing was working. Yet, we could able to bring back to him to his life. We spent around 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs. And we took the decision about this PK Roy. In Apollo, they told it, 1 minute time you have, and you have to put an injections, death and survive injections, and that injection may spread and it may affect to his brain. And he may go to brain dead also. So, and a decision is yours. You have to take the decision within 1 minute time. And we took the decision within that 1 minute actually. And we asked them to put that injections, and unfortunately that injection spread. And it took 6 months basically to return back to his life actually. And figure out today, who actually was brain dead type for 6 months, is now, able to work it. Therefore, always Sangram sir says, it is most important to take care of the health of everybody, and life and death situations, you have to take the risk and do it. But unfortunately, in his case, actually, nobody got a chance actually to take him to the hospital also and do something. So a lot of doctors are known to us, a lot of people known to us. With that also, no problems with the money or nothing also, but we could not able to do anything for him actually. That's the only setback actually when we look for what exactly happened in these last 2 days actually. But anyhow, that I think, we have to consider it is a part of life and good, the bonding what actually he has done to each and everybody of us, the students, the staff, the faculty. And as Deepti says, the news spread in such a way so quickly that many people could able to reach it also. The people, one guy, Dileshwar Sahu from 1996 actually. After he passed out, I at least, had never met him. He is though in Bhubaneswar. But once he heard it actually, suddenly he came and he reached at the hospital. That the bonding actually what Sangram Mudali had developed it with the students, staffs and faculty. And today, when we went for the last rites also, almost everybody from Odisha private engineering colleges had been to here. The many students had come also, many alumni had come and to pay the last respect. The people like Ashish Subudhi rushed away from Barampur to Puri just to pay the last respect actually. That's the honor and credit what actually Sangram Mudali has. That leads, I think, to organize this NIST alumni meeting also, where actually more than 70, 80 people have joined just within this some 8 or 10 hours and durations of the meeting, what actually you had given it, right, Shwetank?
Thank
So
you
that's
very
the
much.
bonding actually, which you had kept it, which actually Sangram Mudali has kept it. Therefore, I had talked with few people because I am actually lot of his decisions also I had taken it, which you might have not known, including his son's admissions, his health, not in terms of even the college also, private, in his personal life also, few of his decisions I have taken it till today also. Most of the decisions wrongs or right actually for him, I had taken it. So one of my questions basically, which I have told to many people, whatever actually Sangram Mudali has done it, how his legacy will continue. He has done the Diganta and he has done the Apex or NIST. So, those who are actually are taking care of that part, institutions actually, I had asked them, I had told them how actually we should take it and how actually his legacy should continue for another 100 years. Let NIST, which actually was started by him in 1996, whoever it may be, how actually it can be another one Stanford, maybe that after 100 years. His Diganta, where actually some 100, this orphan and all kind of guys are reading it, how we can able to take it into 1,000 or 2,000 numbers. That actually I have put on the question mark to each and everybody, the stakeholders. And I'm putting that questions to here also. One actually, Reddy sir say that we'll write a book for him. There is one, but his legacy on education, on the technology, how actually we can able to take it into the next steps, and so that we will remember to him forever, and our next and next generations also, as well. Reddy sir, the granddaughter of Wiley, should remember that there was a college NIST which was established by, there is a college NIST, not there was. There is a college NIST which actually has established by Sangram Mudali and which actually is continuing with the figures. So thank you guys for organizing this actually. Very emotional actually. To avoid that actually today, the whole day, all of us were there together. So when we came from also, I asked Reddy sir that why not you come and let's have, so the whole day actually we spent time together, which actually reflects back from 1996 to till today kind of things. And good that you guys have organized this to pay tribute to Sangram sir, and I think we should continue it and let us think it in its own way. And what Reddy sir has told it right, there actually you can write it also, how the legacy can be taken to the next generations or the next levels actually, so that all of us will remember to him, and that will be a great tribute to Professor Sangram Mudali. With this, thank you so much, and really means good that all of us could able to make it together, and we join it together and pay tribute to Sangram sir. Naturally, this video recording, if someone will send it to me or to Reddy sir, will give it to Geetika madam, his son Pratik and Neha. So they can also sometimes see this or listen this actually. So thank you for recording it also, and
Yeah,
recording
sure,
it.
sir.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
I
that
owe that to you. I will share that recordings later.
so
Thank
that
you very much, Professor. I mean, I know you were one of the pillars along with Sangram Mudali sir to establish NIST, and I know what you are going through. So again, sir, as I said to Reddy sir, please take care of yourself. Now, at least we have two pillars. I mean, you and Reddy sir, and we want these pillars in our life.
actually, so all of us are pillars, and how actually
Yes.
we'll take it into the next level actually, that we should look for actually.
Sure, sir. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts.
Thanks. Thanks. Shashwat, one question. Shashwat, where are you in Germany actually?
Sir, I am in Ingolstadt. Ingolstadt is the headquarter of Audi.
Okay.
And it is very close to Munich and Nuremberg, between that.
Just to send me your number, Shashwat. I will
Sure,
be in
sir.
Munich I will be in Munich actually on Friday.
ठीक है, sir.
What to
We'll
say?
meet up.
Just to send me, Okay.
Meanwhile, I would like to also thank all the organizers, Rinku, Sambhu, Somesh, Shwetank, and many others. I know it was very short timeline that you guys have given that extra effort to make this happen. So special thanks to all the organizers on behalf of the NIST alumni. And as Shwetank was saying that let's continue this momentum and let's not wait for an event to happen.
Yeah, thank you very much. And
Thank you all.
thank you everybody, all the faculty members, all my core team members, and all the alumni who took this pain to join and make it a grand success. My deepest gratitudes to all of you. Let us keep meeting. Let us keep e-meeting so that at least we are connected. Let us not wait for this kind of incident to happen so that we meet. My request to all of you is let us keep meeting and let us keep all these online e-meets so that at least we connect and share our thoughts and take it further. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.